Hello. Oh, just wanted to make a quick video about this trade that we got on S&P 500, aka US 500 today. I know I haven't made a video for a long time, but yeah, just due to the industry and just everyone kind of copying your videos and just making the same kind of stuff, it kind of got repetitive. And I was like, yeah, I'd just rather just take time, be good to my community and be active in that way. Um, but yeah, let me just show you in regards to how we actually came about this trade and what we was actually looking for. What am I looking for right now? I'm looking for trade management. Okay, so posted it in here earlier on. Um, so what I'm looking for. So that's for another day. Okay, yeah. So this is the first. So I caught this trade basically two times. Okay, so we're going to be talking about this sell limit that I actually had up here, but I just wanted to show you the first catches that we actually had. So caught a sell from here, and then another one from here. Okay, so you always have to be flexible in regards to your trading. Okay, as much as I had a sell limit up here, again, as soon as I saw that it wasn't going to reach up there at that time, you had to be flexible, or I had to be flexible just to take the sell from here, take it down, and then we caught another entry here just going down. Okay, so we'll talk about that exactly. What else is happening here today? So we saw Maxine with AUD/USD catch. Yeah, that news came in hot, but yeah, it definitely came in hot, but she got a nice entry off that. Well, so you see, so yes, definitely. And then that was the entry that I got from here. I'll talk about that in a sec. What else do we have in here? Sales or quote a nice G-Chef trade. Okay, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, so yeah, just want to talk about this trade and how it came about. So first, I wasn't actually looking at this initially to actually get this trade. I was actually looking at NAS 100. Okay, and I'll break down exactly why I was looking at that. And this is I actually missed the trade off this actually, just not setting a sell limit. But this is what caught my attention initially. So this was my setup for NAS. Again, you can see we had this demand zone here and we had the supply zone up here. And the way I trade, and you probably see it as if I continue making new videos, which I'm planning to after I get back from Dubai next week, then yeah, you'll see why I do this exactly. So I call it trap price. Just literally trap it in two zones, and then you already know one of those areas have to hit. You work with market structure. You could pull up your fibs, things like this. Okay, so we got from that high to this low. Okay, and then you see how perfectly it comes into the 89% zone, which is our ultimate fib level. Okay, but what's most important is obviously our supply. But if it lines up with our fib levels, then great. Okay, so I had on the 5 minute this entry here, and then 1 minute this entry here. Okay, just didn't set a sell limit, and you can see how clean it comes into that 5 minutes. So I'm a bit upset about that, but yeah, we always turn upsets into blessings, right? So I looked at that, and then I was like, damn, I missed that trade. So I was looking for potential reactions in there, and then I was like, let me look at all the other indices, what's happening. I went into US30, US100, all these kind of indices, and I wasn't really seeing anything too clear. Then I came into US500, which is probably the safest, and I say safest to trade out of the bunch, because the points don't move as quickly and they're not as big. So you've got slightly better risk management and lower risk. Whereas with US30, which is the ultimate risk taker, you've got the most points and it wicks a lot. So yeah, US500 is probably the safest to trade out the indices. Okay, so when I was looking at this, again, similar that I had with the NAS 100, okay, similar that I had with it, I was looking at this supply zone up here, and I was looking at demand zone down here. Okay, so again, just trap price. Look at the market structure, exactly the same kind of things. Again, you could get your fib, okay, from the highs. Okay, initially when I was looking at it, it was like this, fibs from the high to the low. So again, you see how 89% crosses with there. So I was liking that area. Okay, and then obviously you saw what happened with the news, and then the spike just happened. Okay, so looking at that, I was like, what's actually happened here? So by the time I was looking at this spike's already happened. It's come down to the downside. Then I saw this as a potential entry. Okay, back into the H1, but obviously trading indices on H1 probably not ideal. So straight away, I always go into the 15 minute. If I don't see nothing there, I'll go into the 5 minute. If I still see nothing in the 5 minute, I mean, that was the entry I was talking about. If I still see nothing in the 5 minute, then I'll go to the 1 minute. Okay, and perfectly on the 1 minute, what did we find? Okay, we found this supply area right here. And I was like, oh, nice. So this was the initial 1 hour area I was looking at. And you can see it's gone past that. So now the new focus was this supply in here. We had some IPA through here as well. Okay, so that's also a good sign to look into your trades. Then we had that break. So those are the trades I caught. So I remember we got a sell from there and then to down there. If you remember on, let me go into, where was it again? Finishment trades. No, that was when I actually done that. What channel was, oh yes, no, sorry, it was in trade management, right? Okay, so in trade management, Yeah, here. So remember, we just caught we caught that trades. Okay, the sales from there to there. Okay, so when as soon as I noticed that this was coming back up, I closed those two sells, took profit on those, and then I was just waiting for this. So as you can remember, I had a sell limit. Okay, had that sell limit just there waiting. Okay, that was my optimal entry. I always put sell limits or buy limits on my optimal entries, and then I market execute the rest because I already know if this doesn't work, then this whole sell is not going to work. So I'd rather put a sell limit on the most optimal entry and just be more aggressive with kind of this sporadic kind of trades. Okay, so looking at that, so the sell limit, 1 hour, 1 minute, sorry. Okay, I'm used to trading in the 1 hour and 4 hour. I'm more of a swing trader, so these kind of time frames are becoming less they're less appealing to me. But in the last 2 weeks or so, I've been trading indices more aggressively, just due to how slow the forex market has been. So I've been looking into indices because, again, especially using brokers like KLT Forex, you get the true contract sizes, meaning this move was 50 points, okay, 55 in total. Meaning if you even use it as 0.01, you get, again, minus spreads, 50 points, okay, 53 points, okay, just using a 0.01, boom. But if you're using a regular broker, like, I don't know, Vantage or IC Markets or whoever you're using, and you don't use and you don't get the true contract sizes, that could easily just be like £5, $5, wherever it is, okay, because you're not getting the true contract sizes, okay. So with brokers like KLT Forex, even though they're not fully regulated, I'm happy to take the risk to get true contract size pricing like this. And withdrawals, I've never had no issues for 2 years or so. So yeah, but obviously they're not fully regulated, so who knows what can happen in the future, right? But again, they've been around for a long time. Again, they're not the only ones. I believe people like Hugo's Way and there's various other brokers like that, they're not fully regulated, but they give you the true contract sizes, and I'm here for it. Okay, because you use a 0.01, just even minimum, and you get £50, $50 from that. You use a 0.10, I mean, you do the maths for yourself. Use the standards, again, you do the maths for yourself, right? So as soon as this coming back up, again, you get your fibs from this high to this low. Okay, you see within your premium zones, and I always get my fibs from the highest point to the lowest point. That's just how I personally do it. Okay, it still comes in our premium zones, which is 71, 79, and 89%. But what lines up perfectly with our supply? That's the most important thing, right? So we get into the 79% zone. Okay, and I know some people like to do it like that, but it's even outside of it. I don't like that. I just prefer to do the wick to wick. Okay, so we get that 79% hit. Okay, and then because my sell limit was already there, I got tagged in and just let it do its thing. If you wanted to do this more kind of aggressive and actually market execute this, what would you do? Okay, you simply wait for it to tap in, wait for the pushback. Okay, it comes in one more time, I'll still be waiting, and then you see this candle, big engulfing candle going away, and then that becomes your entry point. Okay, so you execute your trade right there. Okay, clean trades. There you go. I mean, what would your risk be? Okay, you're looking about 2 points. Okay, my sell limit actually activated. What was I risking? I think about 3 or 4 points. Okay, so yeah, so you see about 4 points there. Okay, that was my risk. So 4 points for a total of 50 points as well as target. And I just wanted to target this low. Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, that said, target that low, you're good. Okay, and then as you see, we literally come into it, just take out the liquidity from there, and then I'm out. Okay, so from there, I think I was trying to be cheeky. I tried to get another sell from someone. I think it was this candle here. I tried to get another sell from here. As you can see, prices goes out, and it took me out through there. And then I was coming back down. I was thinking, shit, did I just miss it? But I'm happy it came back up. And then since then, we've just been floating really, and just kind of in the zone right now. Okay, but yeah, just a very straightforward trade based on everything we always teach, and even based off these little pictures that I've drawn a long time ago. I'm sure you've seen it on my channel before if you've been watching this channel for some time. Okay, but yeah, it's just very straightforward. Okay, like all these kind of things is what we teach all the time. And in regards to teaching, again, you already know what we've got available for the course and live group session, which is basically we do live sessions through here and also the Discord channel. So for 50 a month, that's basically what you'll be getting. And then of course it's got literally everything. I've knocked that down to 250 as well. Okay, and I'm currently not doing as much one-to-ones, but I've made this package available for now, but not available with the course. I've currently took that off. What I'm also doing now is a 7-day trial. So you can have access to our Discord channel and you can have access to the course for 7 days, just to see what it's like, if you actually like it, if you want to learn from it and see if it's actually something for you for £30. Again, I think that's good value, and then you don't have to pay the whole 250 to find out what's going on. Just pay 30, find out what's going on. If you like it, then you could get the full thing, and I will sort something out for you if you decide you wanted a course, and then I'll knock that price down as well. So yeah, feel free to check that out. But yeah, quick video. I'll potentially make more in the future. Let me know what you guys want to see, because I just disliked making the same videos that everyone started making. And yeah, that's why I haven't been making videos for a long time. But yeah, do let me know if you like these kind of videos or anything else you want to see. And then we'll go from there. But until next time, take care.